21 elements were sent to us, many of them different angles. 21 elements sent to us at 2:30 from COPA. All morning, stores have been prepping for any potential protest, any potential violence in the aftermath of the release of the video. We spotted crews boarding up windows and doors right across the street from City Hall and at City Hall. That would actually be across the street from City Hall late this afternoon.
Now we want to take you back to that video that we showed you right when we broke into programming. This is the body camera video of the officer chasing after Adam Toledo. He stops there at the fence. We have, again, paused this video before Adam Toledo is shot and drops to the ground, but you can hear the audio underneath it. There are some expletives that we have taken out of there, but you could hear the officer yelling at Adam Toledo, telling him to stop at some points. And this happens right before he is shot. Now, what police, Brad, have been saying is that the hand that we see up, his right hand, is where they say he was holding a gun. As you can see with the flash, the lights, whatever cameras are on Adam from police, at this point it is very difficult to make out that, but that is the position of police. Yeah, it's absolutely true, Erica. And as you zoom into that, you're going to get a phenomenon called pixelation. Basically, as you zoom into that right hand, it just gets blurrier and blurrier and blurrier until it becomes just a series of boxes. But the big question is was there indeed a gun in that right hand? But one thing from the video as well, Erica, the body-worn camera by the officer, one of the final things he says is blanking chest wound to the upper chest. That was very soon after he shot young Adam Toledo, and then he says, hurry up. So immediately after the shot was fired, he went up to the young boy and administered aid and called desperately for backup, Erica. Yes, and early on we were hearing, and it was tweeted at one point, that there was a gun on the scene. There was a picture of it that was disseminated. We are actually turning video now that we'll bring to you shortly that appears to show a gun somewhere at the scene. Now let's go to that, because with the timing of all this, we're not seeing it in his hand at this point. So let's take a look at the video that shows the gun on the scene. Now, so this, Brad, is the fence that if we are facing the officer who fired, that fence would be to the right. And it looks like this gun is several feet behind that fence. And if you're imagining to the left of your screen, that would be where Adam Toledo was standing when he paused and turned towards police. So the question, among many of them, is at what point was this gun on the ground? Was it before Adam Toledo was shot, meaning he was not holding a weapon? Did he throw it within the few seconds that he was being confronted by police, or was it in his hand and at some point no longer in his hand? Yeah, and sources telling me all along it was likely another young man, 21-year-old Reuben Robin, who shot a number of shots, up to 8 shots. That brought CPD to the scene. Roman apparently then handed the gun off to young Adam Toledo, and then from the appearance there, Erica, as you said, it appears Toledo may have discarded the gun before he was confronted and turned around in the surrendering motion to the CPD officer. Yeah, so many questions still, Brad, and as you mentioned, more than 20 pieces of video that we are going through, from body cam to surveillance cameras in the area. We also were going to be given, we were told, shot spotter audio. And all of these elements we will continue to comb through and bring you developments on CBSN and here during our shows coming up. So be sure to stay up on all the developments. We are streaming the video on our news app, CBS Chicago, as well. That is it for now. We will be back live on television. If developments warrant, we will certainly be back at 5 o'clock for our early edition of the news. That's right. We now return you to programming, the Dr. Phil Show.
This has been breaking news from CBS 2.